Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to week 2. And I mentioned this in our original video, but I like to record the next week Saturday before the week opens, so it gives you a day or two if you want to jump in over the weekend to work early. It's completely optional. I know a lot of times you have tough weeks in regards to school. You got a lot going on, and maybe you want to fill out some of the material before jumping into a rough week at school. Totally fine with that. That's why I opened it on a Saturday. So this is week 2, and in week 2 we're going to talk about effective communication, verbal and nonverbal. And we have the lecture, of course, that has an overview of Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. I kind of go through Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 quickly, so be sure to read Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 material in your Flat World text. And remember to use that great resource that we have that I'll mention again here in a bit, the online textbook. I'll take a look at that so you guys can see it, which I know you've probably already looked at, but just to reference again for those that hasn't. I really like this TED Talk, The Power of Nonverbal Communication by Joe Navarro. Take a look at that. It's really interesting, and I really enjoyed too it's an older video about nonverbal communication, and it shows a lot of politicians and people, world leaders, people of power, and how they act in regards to reading their nonverbal cues, so you can kind of tell, what their mindset is in a given period. Really interesting stuff. So that's a great video to watch as well. You have, of course, your information here, your Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 PowerPoint slides. I'll put due dates under these homework sections, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. They're both, of course, going to be due on the 19th. The 19th, which is a week from Sunday. I think it's actually might be, yeah, the 12th is tomorrow, so the 19th is a week from Sunday. So get those in on time. Just to reference again, I'm going to open it in the resource section, the Flat World Communications textbook, which I really enjoy. You can look at completely online. Yeah, one thing I wanted to reference for you guys, so if you go to the side and see the setting, there's this audiobook setting here where you can actually have the book read to you, which I think is awesome. I've really enjoyed that. There's a podcast section, a self-study section, which is really helpful too. A lot of flashcards in there, and a smart helper section, which is new. I actually have to look into this. I haven't spent a lot of time on the smart helper section, but I'm going to do that in the near future. But we're on Chapter 2, verbal communication, and Chapter 3, nonverbal communication. So take a look at that. Get your homework done on time, which is due on the 19th. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thanks so much.